Hello and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, at Drayton Park Golf Club, and today I'm in my swing studio, and what I want to run through is the role of the hips through impact, how that can stop us flipping at all with our hands, and I want to show you a couple of great exercises that you could do at home or on the driving range, in the practice nets, before taking to the golf course, to really get this sensation and work on impact. Impact's an incredibly difficult thing to work on at full speed to start with, because the club is travelling up to 110 miles an hour with elite golfers with drivers, or quicker still. With irons, tour average is 90 miles an hour. Average amateurs with a mid-iron are going to be somewhere around 70 miles an hour. But it's a result of a high club head speed in a short period of time, and it's very, very difficult to work on without breaking it into some smaller chunks initially, get the sensation of it before taking it into some full swings. So what we're really looking for in terms of the hips and the role of what they're doing through impact is we're trying to actually get the feeling that our belt buckle is actually rising and rotating to the left for a right-handed golfer. So your hips are opening or clearing to the left, allowing space for your hands, for me as a right-handed golfer, to be exiting to the left. If I get this, it means my club face is a lot more passive. My body is more aggressive, my hands are less active. What we don't want to see through impact is lower body stopping, hands taking over, getting too active, because it's very, very difficult to control and square the club face. You will do it occasionally, very difficult to do it consistently. You can generate speed from hand speed, what we call flash speed, but very, very difficult to control the club face position. So shot shape tends to be very erratic, and contact and strike gets a little worse as well. What we're really looking for is the body. So what we're looking for just pre-impact is the feeling that my belt buckle is actually rising and turning to the left. Now, the reason it's rising is actually there's a slight squat on the downswing, and I'll put a link to it on a video I've done about the role of this on the start of the downswing. But there's a little bit of loss of height with all elite golfers on the downswing, and an extra power source is actually that we're pushing off the ground. What you'll see as I push off the ground is my lead leg, my left leg, is actually starting to straighten. My hips are rising upwards and turning, opening to the left. And that's clearing this space for my hands to work more inwards. What we see with some players who tend to be long hitters but a little erratic is their lower body might be working at the start of the downswing, but then it stops and these hands get over aggressive, possibly exiting more out to the right of the target, and it's very difficult, as I said, to start to control the club face. So I want to give you a couple of exercises to get that feeling of the correct lower body movement to stop your hands flipping, create a more consistent, more reliable impact. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm just going to show you from face on without the ball, and then I'll turn and do it with the golf ball from a little down line, is we're actually going to be starting with the club behind the golf ball, and we're just going to be pushing it forwards with no backswing, which is quite a strange sensation initially, but it's just feeling what's going to happen through impact. It's really good off a driving range mat, because what I want you to get that feeling of is the club actually dragging through. We're only going to be rolling the ball along the ground a couple of yards. So if you were doing on a driving range, roll them into the gravel or the grass just in front of the mat, pick them up, and then you can go ahead and hit them. You don't need to waste those balls. But it's a great sensation initially without making that backswing of just rolling the ball straight along the ground. We want it low and we want it straight. If the ball goes airborne or to the left, we know that there's been some kind of manipulation with the hands, some kind of flip, so we're not using our body correctly. So what we're looking to try and do is get in our setup position, and from there I want to move into our impact position. So I'm getting that feeling that my belt buckle is rising up and turning open to the left, clearing correctly. And as I get that, my club is just being dragged through, but you'll see very passive hands, not aggressive hands this way. So if I get it wrong and my lower body doesn't work, it tends to be more of a flip the ball going a little bit left of the target and airborne, as you may have just seen. I might have been blocking the view there of the golf ball, but it went up and to the left. I want it rolling straight along the ground, down my white line on the screen rather than to the left of it. So setup position, I'm just going to get that feeling of it at first without the ball. My belt buckle is rising up and turning to the left. And very passive hands as I get that. I'm just getting that feeling that I'm dragging the club. So setup position. And into that impact position where my hips are rising up and clearing to the left. Very passive hands, the ball rolled dead straight along the ground. It's only gone a yard or two. It's very little distance, but we're just trying to get that feeling. Can we roll the ball straight? One more. So from there, went a little bit up in the air, but still very, very straight. Definitely got that sensation again in my hips clearing. One more. Set up, and then there we go. That was a really good move, that one, just rolling it straight along the ground. Once you've got that sensation of doing it with no backswing, what I want you to do is put it into a small movement. So a small little pump backswing. So you're just going to get to just pre-impact, and from there you can either pump the club a couple of times, or you could just turn and hit it from there. What I don't want you to do is from this position, sort of 1, 2, and then make a full backswing. The idea is we hit it from this little quarter or half backswing. We're not trying to put a lot of speed into it. The ball flight, it should be a well-struck shot. It should be feeling like almost a little punch, and it should go a little bit to the right of the target for a right-handed player, a little left of the target for a left-handed player, so more of a push. You wouldn't expect to see a curve, a draw, or a pull, because we're actually almost holding this club face off. We're not letting our hands take over. So we're going to get just pre-impact, and from there I'm just going to get this sensation again of my belt buckle rising up and turning to the left. Okay? Let's go ahead and try and hit a couple from there. So, 1, 2, 3. So what you'll see, and you'll have got the close-up on that one as well, is the ball going out a little right of target, the club face definitely open. So the swing path was okay, but the club face was open, which is what we'd expect to see. No real closing down of the face at all through impact. Let's do one more there. That was good. Really got that feeling of my belt buckle starting to move up and clear to the left. Very passive hands, and again, a low ball flight a little bit right of target. Once you've got that, go ahead and try and put it into some full swings. So you're doing it sort of a part whole, part method. Go 5 technical, 5 natural, 5 technical, 5 natural. Build it in on the driving range. Really get that sensation of what the hips are trying to do. I'm going to put one into a full swing. And again, just a slight push to the right of the target. Very inactive hands, it felt like. Really got that sensation of what my hips were doing, clearing better through impact to stop my hands getting overactive through impact. It's a great exercise. Go ahead, give it a go. If you do enjoy that video, if it does help, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check us out on all other social media outlets. All the details coming along the bottom of the screen for you now. Thanks, guys.